Alright guys, today is Saturday. As you can see, we're at the shop. We're going to be doing an iPhone video today because I can't find my damn charger for my camera anywhere. So we're going to go with this, I guess, just for temporary purposes until I can find it. I know I used it just like last week. I usually plug it in over there, but I took it away last weekend for the NHRA race there, the drag race. And I know I took it back, but now I just don't remember where exactly I put it. So I'm on the lookout for that. But anyway, I just got back from Walmart in Harbor Freight. Picked up some oil. And also to pick this stuff up. 1530 fully synthetic for the hydrostatic. I'm going to be doing the filter today on it. Drain the lines. So I didn't know how much it was going to take. I had a ballpark. I was probably going to take about 2 quarts. But I wasn't 100% sure, so I figured I might as well just get the whole jug for 22 bucks. I think each quart was like $7, so for an extra couple of bucks, I ended up getting that. And I got the routine stuff, some carb cleaner, all-purpose grease. Nothing too spectacular there. Just a couple of fishing lures in that one. 2 new batteries. This one here, let's see, this is 230. This one here is for the generator. And this one here, I figured it'd just be nice to have around the shop for whatever reason. But I picked up the tires for the generator. My goal is to get the generator done today. These are the tires I'm putting on, the Harbor Freight $6 specials. What else did I buy at Harbor Freight? I bought some shrink tubing for $1.50. And a little guy, just a little tiny mini torch just to do the heat shrink. I'm gonna use the heat shrink on the trailer. I gotta fully wire that thing up. Hopefully the middle of this week if possible. That'd be kind of nice, but just depends on the time factor. So we'll have to wait and see. As for this thing, I'm sure you guys all want to know the result. Holy, freaking focus here. There we go. Yeah, it does run. Runs perfect. Couldn't believe it. I'll fire it up for you guys. I don't know. Am I gonna have a little bit of an issue with the gas factor because I am completely out of gas. So there is little to none in here. So it's probably gonna go wah 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 because there's no fuel really in this thing. Well, we can try and fire it up. Last night I fired it up on 3 poles. So this is gonna be the first time firing it up again. So let's see how long it takes. Like I said, she runs pretty damn good. Runs smooth. I did the oil on it last night. New filter, new plugs. I did the carb on it a few weeks ago. So everything's pretty nice on this engine. So hopefully, I really want to see the last couple bits and pieces come in this week. Because that'd be excellent. I'm going to do a whole other video on it. I have like about 8 YouTubers that want to buy this thing off me. So I'll do a video on it. And it's just going to be with the prices and a few other terms and conditions, I guess we'll say. And if any of you guys want, you're more than welcome to buy it. If not, then it's going to be going to a possibly a dealership on consignment. Just because I rather do it that way, so that way landscapers see it more than Craigslist and have to deal with assholes on Craigslist. I've invested a lot of money in this mower. I'm sure a lot of you guys all know that. You've all seen the parts that I put on this thing, So there's a lot of money invested in it. I haven't quite totaled up the whole total yet, but I know it's somewhere in the $1,000 range. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at. So anyway, I'm gonna drag this generator out, start swapping out these tires, and get over the door because it's just a little bit cloudy in here now. Awesome. Alright, so I figured just for funsies, since we're in the mood of starting things up today, I figured why not try and start the generator. This thing has not been started since Well, I don't really remember when the last time, at least since I did the oil change and the carb cleaning. Let's see how well this thing is. I just popped in a nice new EverStart battery. Ta-da! Got the nice new wheels on. And I say we crank it up. Nope. Need to put the choke on. Oh. This thing does have fuel, right? Siphoned some out the other day because it was low. Yeah, just enough to crank her over. Alright, let's crank her up. Works for me. Awesome. That's a nice generator right there. Chinese engine, but you want to know something? I'd say it's a pretty well built Chinese engine. Starts with the turn of a key. Awesome. Anyway, back to work I go. Well, today's project was cleaning out the bayou. Oh yeah. It was a wonderful, stinky project, as you can see today. For those of you who don't know, this is a small little pond we have in our front garden here. And just gotten around to it, doing yearly cleaning on it, just to get rid of all the shit that's in the bottom of it. And man, after a while it stinks. But I'm just trying to figure out now what I'm gonna do this year. I gotta get a new pump. This thing here is done. It was done last year. Should have replaced it last year, but I didn't. So this year, what I might do, get the same pump, something similar like that. Just run the spigot here guy that goes out. Do a whole new filtration system on. I want to put a, one of those Intech pool filtration systems on it. It should work pretty good. But right where I'm standing is where I'm gonna have to dig a pretty big hole, because in order to make it work, I have to drill a hole in the bottom and another hole somewhere in the top, and then seal it up really good. So it's a possibility. Just try to weigh out my options, but I'd like to put a filtration system in here. It'd be nice if I could put like a skimmer back here, but they're just too expensive. And we got the apple tree here, so I don't want to be digging into the roots. But that was today's project. Still gotta yank that fucking tree out of there. That fence is gonna come down. I gotta put a new one up. So yeah, overall looking pretty good up front. Let's head in on into the garage. Alright, so now we're in the garage. Nothing really changed in here. As you can see, this is like a 2-day video, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, basically my whole day was just cleaning up that damn fucking pond. That thing was nasty. It wasn't as bad as last year, dirty-wise, but there was just a lot of algae buildup. So I had to scrub it all off this year. I usually do it like every other year, and this was that year that I had to do it. So go figure. But I don't know. I have one of those Intech pool filters, one of those pumps. I'm thinking that I might use that. It came with one of our pools that we used to have. We used to have one of those pools, with the little kit there. You can go down to Target or Walmart, spend like $300, and you basically have an above ground pool. We used to have one of those in the backyard, and we took that out years ago. It was a nice pool. We had it for, I don't know, at least 6 years. I was just a kid when we had that thing, and we just decided not to do it anymore. We just didn't really use it, so I think that's why we took it down. I'm not really sure why we took it down. It might have been too much money. I mean, it costs a lot to maintain that pool, But whatever. That was years ago, and that was actually, if you recall back, maybe like the very beginnings of the years, like of the videos. That's why there was no grass back there. Half of the backyard actually had an old retaining wall in it. So our backyard, what it does is, originally it sloped down at a pretty good angle, just like that. And then what we did was we put a retaining wall right where my knuckle is, so that stiffed off right there, and then there's like another part right there. And basically over the years we've so far filled up to make it just about damn near flat now. And that's why last year, if you recall, when we put up that fence, we had to put a retaining wall up on our property. So when we put the new fence up on the neighbor's side there, that we had to do that, and we raised the dirt so much it was damn near almost 2 feet or something like that. It was like 20, I think it was like 27 inches we raised up. And yeah, anyway, way off topic, but yeah. So in order to put that pool pump system in, or the pool filtration, I have to dig down because those pumps don't work. You can't mount them above the level. You have to mount them below, and basically that pond is, I believe, 3 feet and something inches deep. So I gotta dig down quite a ways just to set that up, and I'll have to figure something out how I can make the filtration work. So it might be an upcoming project, I'm not really sure yet, but I'm just now coming around to all the landscape stuff. And same deal with my mom's running boards for her truck. I fucking got those running boards for her damn near almost a year ago. We got it in the fall last year, and I'm just now starting to get around to stripping them down. I'm actually going to hopefully paint them this week. I can't find the damn bolts anywhere that mounted to the rocker panel and the frame of the truck. I can't find the fucking bolts anywhere. Like, I know for a fact I used to have them like right here, and then I moved them, I put them in a bag, and now I can't find them, so it's like, fuck. But that was today's project, not really a whole much, that's why I didn't bother making a video, you know. So I'm just out here now. I'm gonna actually sort through this. I gotta look at one of these springs. These Exmark parts, they fucked up on it. I don't know what the hell they did. They screwed up my part order, and they're having a doozy of a time trying to figure out what the hell. It's like, look at, dude, all I need, just fuck everything else, just give me the damn pulley and the spring in the rear, basically. That's all I need, you know. And they're just like baffled by it, like they can't process fucking spring and pulley. Fuck everything else. I don't care about the bolts. I don't care about whatever else I ordered. Fuck it, you know. But they're just so hard to deal with. So I got to call them back tomorrow to figure out where my parts are. If they've left the Exmark/Toro warehouse, or what the deal is. I don't know. You know, like, this is starting to get a little bit ridiculous. And tomorrow also I got to pick up 2 other tractors. Or actually, probably going to be buying 3 tractors, but I'll probably pick up 2 tomorrow. I don't know what they are. The guy didn't quite tell me what it is. So we'll have to wait and see. And why I'm there, I'm going to find out to see if he might have a pulley kicking around out back to where I can at least mow my friggin' yard with it so I can start getting this thing running. It ran a little rough, I think, in yesterday's video, mainly because there's no fuel in it. I had enough of a fucking gas, of basically a cap out of a carburetor cleaner bottle. You know, the tops, the caps. Like this much. I had probably about like 3 of these in that whole thing, so that's what was running off. You know. What a day. What a day. Anyway, so this is going to sum up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the auction video I put up yesterday. We're going to be going to another auction, I think either tomorrow night or Tuesday. I'm not quite sure when it is. So I'll have to stay tuned to that. Because we're really hoping to friggin' buy it. Or my dad's really hoping to buy a truck this week, you know, because he wants to take the truck to Canada, but I don't know how that's all going to work out, because by the time we get my quad in the back, there's not going to be much room, and I got to take my quad out this weekend, or this week, and ride it. I'm going riding, apparently, with my cousin, so we're going to have to wait and see how that turns out. I'm waiting for them to get back to me to find out what day they're going. And I'll truck it up there, and we'll be all set, good to go, so I can finally test drive it. Make sure everything's all safe, good to go. And then after that, if I need anything, fix it, adjust it, buy stuff for it, and away I go. It's going to Canada. I'm going to probably end up selling that, I think, in the fall, just so that way I can have a little bit extra money kicking around. You know, don't get me wrong, nice quad and all, but I really am going to need the money these next coming months. I'm going to be working my ass off for the next at least 3-4 months now, just so I can raise enough money to buy a truck. You know, like I said, I still want a 350 turbo diesel with a 7.3 in it, and I want it to be the Super Crew Cab. with a 6.5 foot box, or the fuck you want to call it. You know, so I want to be somewhat decent. Anyway, enough talking. We'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys all have a good night, and we'll see you then. It's hot in here. I gotta turn the AC on. 85. Holy, it was hot all day. Cooked myself underneath that friggin' pond. Awesome. Work. I think I must have turned it off. There it is. Work. There it is.